Linear correlation, the PMCC. Example 2. So our two variables are W and G. The first row, these are just labels. We're not going to put those into the calculator. What we do is we put the values in these two rows into the calculator, and they're in pairs like this. Now we've got some values here which say n/a, meaning it's not available. If data is not available, there's nothing we can do about the data for day 8 and day 9, so we need to eliminate that from our data. So there was 10 days of data, and now we've got rid of day 8 and day 9, so we've got 8 days of data. Example 3, rainfall and sunshine data, and we've got these letters TR, and we need to deal with those. Now TR means a trace amount of rainfall, usually less than 0.05 millimeters, so we can safely say it's 0 when we're doing our calculations for the PMCC, so we put in 0. Example 4, for this data somebody worked out the PMCC value, minus 0.823, and then they said interpret the value. Well, the PMCC represents linear correlation. We can clearly see that we have non-linear correlation here. This value is meaningless. If we had seen the scatter graph first, we would never have worked out this PMCC value to begin with. Example 5. So here we've got data that's pretty much on a straight line apart from this point, and if we're told that this point was an anomaly, then we need to remove this from the data. So currently the PMCC value is this. Then we remove this from our data and then recompute the PMCC value. So I've crossed that value out because it's of no use. We're not using that data point anymore. We're just using the data from these points on the graph, and we can see that we have very, very strong negative correlation. You only remove a data point if you have strong evidence that you have an anomaly, something that's an outlier. It doesn't belong to your data. So we start with bivariate data, meaning just two variables like height versus weight. And typically you do a scatter graph first to identify if there is linear correlation present or if there's any outliers in the data. So we have linear correlation in this graph and non-linear correlation in this one. And if you have linear correlation, you can go ahead and work out the PMCC. And if not, then the PMCC would have no meaning. There are other ways of dealing with non-linear relationships. So to work out the PMCC, there are two methods, and the first one is the one we've already done on the calculator. So menu, option 6, option 2, y equals a plus bx, you enter your data in, you press the AC key, then options, and so on. The alternative is to use this formula to calculate the PMCC. It's no longer on the new spec A-level maths. You just need the calculator method. For practice, try these questions.